Guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the second garden series of this season. So this year we are ready to plant. I've been delaying it for I think a week now. I've delayed the process for a week because for some reason it's still cold. Isn't the weather, how is the weather over in your area? Is it going crazy? By this time we're supposed to have some, at least a decent warm weather, but it's been cold, warm, rainy. I get it by spring. Yes, we can see some rain, but it's not supposed to be cold as if we're still in winter. So it's been cold, but hey, I've prepped the seeds and I can't continue to wait. The soil is not frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and plant the seeds. The seedlings I'll hold off. So the baby plants that have already grown, you know, you buy them from the store, already grown, just like the aloe vera I showed you in the first video. So those I'll wait. I have some tomato seedlings and some other plants. I'll hold off for those. But for the meantime, I need to put these seeds in the ground so that they don't get spoiled on me, because you soak it prior to planting. Some people start their seeds indoors, you know, towards the end of winter they start it indoors, and then when it grows up to you know, certain level, they plant it outside. But I just, you know, I'm not in a hurry. I just start my seeds by soaking it in water for like a day or two. Every day I change the water, and then I transplant it once the outer shell of the seed becomes soft enough for germination. So that's what I've done so far. But the weather has been pretty erratic. Cold, rainy, cold. So, you know, I can't continue to wait. I have to get this going. So here, let me put my finger out of the way here. As you can see, I have the bed set up. I added this new bed here. I have the covering of the seeds. We have some seeds here, pumpkin seeds. So we'll pick what to plant where. So yeah, if you can see, and these beds, they take a lot of soil. Believe me, they take a lot of soil. So if you're not ready to plant, or if you're not ready to get soil from your local home store, just stick with planting in pots, or if you already have ground soil, that's fine, you know, but they take up a lot of soil. I ended up adding 2 more bags to this particular bed, 2 bags to that bed, and this new bed took about 5 bags of soil. 5 bags of soil. So the 5 bags, and it's still not enough. So I need about 2 more bags. Ideally, I'll need about 2 more bags to top up this one, but I think we're fine. We can start planting now, and then maybe later on during the planting season add some more soil. But for now, we're good to go. It's pretty cold though. It's pretty cold. I don't know, this weather is just up to no good for now. But I'm gonna put the seeds in the ground, you know, and just watch what happens. The seedlings will come later. Okay guys, so that's about the garden bed. Let's go ahead, let me show you the seeds, and then show you what happens later. So let's see what we have in terms of seeds. Okay guys, so here are the seeds. I have them in cups. I put them in cups. Look at that. Indoors. I just added water to the cups, and then added the seeds. As you can see, I have the packet of each seed, you know, so I don't mix things up. Because sometimes some seeds look the same. You won't know what plant, what seed. You won't be able to identify the seeds and know what plants or which plants they fall into, or what category of plants they fall into. Okay, so the first one, as you can see, I have tomatoes. I just want little tomatoes this season, but I also have tomato seedlings, so I just only got 1 pack of tomatoes. So that pack is I think it's about $1 something, about $1 or even less. So that's tomatoes. Then I'm going to be planting beetroots, hot pepper. That one I had from last season, so I just said, you know what, let me just plant only 1 pack. I'm not planting too much peppers this season. As you can tell from last season, I got a whole lot of harvest that I still have frozen in my freezer. So we don't need too much pepper this season. Then I have, okay, so I think, yes, I've positioned my phone properly. So as you can see, I have pumpkin, no, actually cantaloupe, not pumpkin, sorry, cantaloupe. I have 2 varieties in here. Can you see that? I hope the seeds are still viable and they haven't spoiled, but we'll see. So I have cantaloupe. I think they're about the same, just different color or packaging. So I have cantaloupe. I have cucumber, 2 types or 2 species. You have the sweet one and then you have the straight cucumber. I have beans. Let's see how the seed looks. Beans. I have summer squash. We have big seeds of that. Look at that, guys, summer squash. Okay, and I have basil and I have pumpkin. So the deep-rooted plants, so the plants that actually grow underground, and the ones that have big fruits, so like the beetroot, it grows underground. And then the cantaloupe and the pumpkin, I'm going to use a deep garden bed. So you can see this garden bed has layers, so it's deep. It has a lot of soil in it so that the plant will have enough room to grow underground. That's why I'm going to use this bed for the deep-rooted crops and the big crops. So this one, I'll pretty much plant cucumbers and other things here, and then the shallow bed, I'll just leave that for tomatoes. That's for this side. The other side, guys, you see the garden bed down there? That side, I'm going to start planting the seedlings there when I'm ready. But for now, let's go ahead and plant the seeds. Oh, can you hear that chicken crow? Yeah, guys. Stay tuned for another video. Yep, I ended up getting some chickens. And it's been, what, a while now. They've been growing. They've started laying. But that's a whole nother video. So stay tuned and just let me know what your thoughts are. I'm new. Well, I started keeping chickens for the eggs. Just a few chickens. Nothing elaborate. So they've just started laying eggs. So let's stay tuned for the video for that. Okay, guys. So yeah, I might include a few pictures of the chickens, but for now, stay tuned. If you're going to start your garden bed, now is the best time to start it. It's still early in the season, so if you have questions, put in the comment box below and I'll show you as I go along. Okay, guys. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so this is the progress so far. I'm still handling this the deep garden bed, the one with more soil and more depth. So if you can see, I split this. I know I might be taking it a little step further, but this helps me know, okay, what to plant where, and helps me remember what I planted. I have some manure in here from the chickens. I'm gonna shoot that video about the chickens, but some of the chicken excrete or poop I added to the soil, and it helps the soil. I added it a few days ago, so the soil now is full of earthworms, you know, all the good. Let me show you what I mean. All those little critters that plants love. And it didn't have that many before, but the moment I added chicken poop, and it doesn't smell because the chicken poop dried, so now it's like powdery, so a little bit powdery, a little bit moist. So I added it to the soil, and now it has attracted all kinds of bugs that helps plants grow, makes the soil nutritious and full of all the necessary nutrients for the soil, at least for now, for the germination period. The soil already comes with, I saw some big bugs, big worms and things, but anyway, that's just to help the soil grow. So let me show you. I planted I'm planting cucumber in this section. Cucumber. I've already planted pumpkin in this section that I put a red cup. So pumpkin is here. I only need like 2 or 3, or 1, just 2. It depends on how many germinate. I didn't put too many seeds, so I put 1 here, put 1 here, 1 here. So if it comes out, the pumpkin might need to sit somewhere. If it gets big, maybe I'll just put it elsewhere as the plant grows. But we'll see how that goes. This is my first time planting pumpkin, so I just said, let me just, you know, don't go overboard. Just maybe 1 or 2 pumpkins, or, you know, even if 3 comes out, we'll see how that goes. So I planted that there. Over there, I have beetroot. I have the card there so that I'll remember. Just beetroot. I haven't planted anything here, but here I'm planting cucumber. And let me show you the cup of seeds that I soaked over time. I just want to show you this, guys. Look at that. Do you see it's beginning to germinate? The seed is beginning to germinate. Do you see that, guys? So yes, that is what we want. I don't know if it can focus. I don't know if you can see it, but the seed is germinating. That little white top coming out, yes, that's what we want. So I just soaked it in water for some days. I changed the water over time because the weather has been erratic, but you can see, I hope you can see that, guys, that the seed is germinating. So what I do, this tag, we're just going to leave it here so we know that this quadrant or this section is for cucumber, and it's deep because cucumbers come out, they go deep, and then the cucumber itself hangs out, you know, off the stem of the crop itself above ground. So I'll need to support it. I'll need to put things like, you know, like this, so it can crawl over it, and then as it brings out the heavy cucumber, it has some support. And also, I'm planting it close to the quadrant, close to the fence, so that the crop can come out and climb on the fence and support itself when it starts to bring out cucumber. So anyway, enough with that. Let me just show you what I'm doing. It's not difficult, just creating wells. Yeah, I know you can hear the chickens, but you see that in another video. But for now, I'm creating a well. So I've created a well, just a small well. Here I already have one, a few. So all I'll do is just get some seeds, like just a few. Because some will germinate, some will be successful, some wouldn't. So I've just put some seeds in there, cover it, and that's that. And I'm going to put one here, another well here, so about 3 wells on each side of the quadrant. So I've opened it up. That's deep enough. We don't want it too deep, but deep enough. And then just put 4 or 5, just a few seeds. Ooh, I think I've put too many. Let me take out just a few. Yep. Here we go. And as you can see, there's an earthworm. Let me see if I can zoom in. Take a look at that, guys. Do you see the earthworm? Yep, it has gone close to the seed. And all we're going to do is just cover it up. Yep. And watch it grow. Water it and watch it grow. So that's that. And I'm going to plant one more here, one more there. It grows above ground, so I'm not bothered about the space it needs to grow underneath the ground. I'm more concerned about the space it will have above the ground and the support it will have. But that's like maybe a month. It will germinate maybe in about a week or 2. We're going to see the plant growing out off above the ground. But then as it grows big and strong, that would be like a month to 2 months down the road. But for now, let's just keep going. Okay, guys, so that's cucumber. So far I've planted over there beetroot, I've planted pumpkin there, and I'm planting cucumber here. So this is the deepest garden bed, so that's why I'm planting heavy crops here. Okay, and over there I'm going to plant something else. That quadrant right there. Okay, guys, see you soon.